Kaufzone markiert.
Welcome back to another Fight Tuesday, everyone. So here we have a 2 vs 2, and I'm going to start the game and then we'll introduce everyone as we go along. So here myself, USF, we have Alexandro as Russians, and we have Taylor Swift as OST and Glock as well. 19, who's going to be OST as well. Let's go kind of cancel here. Maybe decide to move in first and secure locations. Not really know the statistics behind how much of advantage does that create if you do skip the building. I feel like it is about the same unless you really need to control certain buildings. So I'm going to do the standard build for Swift coming out. But double MG, actually a double Pio MG build here. Haven't used it myself either, so it'll be interesting to watch. So this was a high rank game. I think Taylor Swift was 9, rank 9 of 2 vs 2s, and everyone else was at least lower than 30, rank 30. So quite high rank game. It'd be interesting to see the builds that Taylor Swift does go for. See if it's different from the meta. So Alexandro has went for 3 cons. No building, so this is going cons. It's very similar to what Glock was doing actually, I guess. I'm putting up defenses and I'm gonna be holding that area. I'm gonna relocate some of my riflemen to the bottom sector. Some commotion is happening around the house area. Creating a backline for the OST of Glock 9. Want to make sure he has everything set up before going in. Now Taylor is actually holding the bottom sector. Really hard actually. He's holding the bottom. Most of the units are relocated to that point. Cons are relocating to the top side, so he's gonna be pushed off with the MG with the Crons. And now Strippins is locked in, so we have the Strippin Command Doctrine online. 2 Strippins are already on the field. Alexander has locked in the Terror. Taylor has moved in and he's looking to resecure bottom. I guess putting pressure on bottom does put the pressure on the gas point, which we do want to cut off. I do go for the motor team just because of the building and the possibility that there will be MGs in other positions I will need to get rid of fairly quickly. So I do go for the motor team. Now, usually I do go for the infantry commander for the company, for the motor half tracks. But the motor half tracks in this case I couldn't wait for it, so I needed to get some answer quickly. So I did go for the motor team as well, for that reason. Now Swift is moving in, putting pressure on the cutoff location for the gas. Now they are out of gas as well, because he has equally been pressured. But Swift is making a good effort to cut that off, and we are also motioning to cut him off as well. MG does go down for Glock 19. He's being pressured by a good number of units, very similar to how this has turned out. So very much of a standstill, except for his grands are really bleeding quite hard. Two motor teams are out on the field for the allies. She's gonna put a lot of bleed for the Axis, who is using a large number of units, infantry units, to push the lanes, especially for the Austrians. Now we do not have a tech for. We have one tech coming out for the headquarters, Glocks. He's going for the more standard approach. Teletubb has decided not to tech yet, and he's deciding to save his gas. He's most likely going to be skipping the first tier, second tier, and then going straight into the third tier, maybe possibly rushing the P4.
The enemy is taking our territory.
A lot of pressure being placed on the fuel point, equally as much as I am putting pressure on their fuel point. Not much of an even match, I would say.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
We do have control of one of the MGs I have taken, so that is good. It will help me to regain control of these sectors.
Is now accessible. Enemy contact! Where's he at?
Now Taylor has decided to grab a motor team, and he's not teched yet, so he's still holding his gas together. Most likely at this point he is going to skip over.
Fresh mortar crew has arrived.
He does have to compensate a large number of his time on match with the Grens because of the lack of 222s or light vehicles that he's gonna have out. And we're gonna keep an eye on this building because I do believe he's just gonna go for one of them. He doesn't have options to go here for one of the light vehicles for Glock. Panda Grens, deciding to go for Panda Grens. Now Alexandro is putting a lot of pressure and he's holding the gas point, which is good.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
I am gonna relocate some of my men to middle.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Oh, he does lose the motor team, unfortunately. So there is a very much equal distribution of troops around this area. So not much going on except for the small engagements here and there. Great decisive push here with the Grens, while making my motor team and my MG get pushed off. I'm trying to help out Alexandro, and the Axis is deciding to get the half track now. So he's teching, finally Swift is teching Now I wouldn't be surprised if he just skip over at this point. Does he have tons of gas? He saves stockpile.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
MG position does hold the cutoff zone, so this is great. Shock Troops is on the field and is putting a lot of pressure on the Grens. Don't really have an option to counter that units.
Interrogation training and detection avoidance available to all combat infantry. Infantry rested and ready to advance rapidly.
Now we do have supplies coming down. We do have the flame being researched, being built right now. So the flame half-track is going to come out on the field. Continuous pressure on bottom, so the Russian Alexandro is have to put most of his units' presence on bottom because Swift continuously push that sector as well. So Flame is on the field. I don't really react to it. Didn't really expect it, to be honest. So I am gonna have to be a little careful in dealing with it. So I do have Zooks. Zooks is great. A great option, double Zooks for allies, just because it's not really there for the kill, but it's there for the repellent effect. It's there to really keep the vehicles away from your front line. Even though it's not really there to kill, it makes the player respect your distance, your spacing. So Flame does go down to the bottom to help out, because there is really no answer to the unit except for the. Now we have T70, so there is an answer now, but before there is no answer. AT grenade does get off, and T70 is looking to kill now. Not sure if it's gonna get it though. 2 misses. T70, unfortunate, real unfortunate. The Halfjack does get away, it seems like. I'm blocking. I'm looking to block his approach.
Our industry grows to support.
Ooh, one of the stupids does go down. And I'm gonna go for a chase. Now the M1s don't actually pen the front armor. They actually pen the rear, I believe. Lose the 57, which is really unfortunate for me. I'm gonna be forced to retreat on that one. We have 3 motor teams, so we do have a huge backline, which will put a lot of pressure on the Axis, most likely bleeding them. So we have P4s. We have the last building, tier 3 being built, and we already have it researched here as well. So they are going for the supporters armor, and that will be up fairly soon. Attacking wise for the allies, I'm actually on pace, I believe, with the major on the field already. I am just waiting for the gas to buy the Sherman. But I think at this point they will most likely have the P4 out before I am. Yep, P4 is already being built. Timing wise is great. P4 is on the field and being ready to be built.
Been killed.
Oh, unfortunate loss here. Great grenade. And that was a bundle grenade.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Now the captain does have different abilities actually. bet abilities than riflemen. One of the Grens does go down for Taylor, which is unfortunate. P4 is on the field now. And I don't actually expect the P4 at this point. Do lose a lot of good men, I believe, here.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
One of my bars does go down, unfortunately.
The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to 300
T70 is trying to get some chop off at the P4, but the P4's armor is too thick. Doesn't have pen. Flame Hattrick's still up. P4 is also on the field as well. And we don't have an answer to that, but I am getting Sherman, so we are getting that. I do have access to the 57, which was decrewed before, now I have it again. I'm gonna try to help my ally with it. Rifleman does not actually pen. Look at the squad on my units. Oh, does go down. The rifleman does go down. Very unfortunate. Now that grenade does get a pick off here on the MG. Double Zooks doesn't really pen, but it does cause him to kind of push away, which is what the Zooks are supposed to be doing.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
Now Sherman does not pen the front, which is unfortunate. That shot did not pen. P4 is gonna go for the T70 kill now, and it's been ensnared. The allies is a little shaky now. I think we hit the point where like we are getting a little careless, and they are about to kill a lot of her and stealing my items as well. CoH2 is putting a little pressure on them. This Mo team again, which is really unfortunate.
Stuka AT support standing by for orders.
Stronger unit presence for the Axis. They are united, they are kind of joining together to push into mid. Now our backline is completely destroyed. We really have one motor team and possibly just one, we don't even have an MG crew here actually, we lost it. Axis is taking the motor weapons, so those are gonna put a little strain on us. The Axis is gonna have definitely a higher amount of motor indirect fire units now. .57 is looking down range, so is looking for targets. I think at this point we can't really see each other. Yeah, there's a little only up to the road. And Flame, it doesn't see the 57 now, he sees it, but it might be too late now. Yep, the Flame does go down, that's a good hit. Propaganda, great use of propaganda, causing all these units to fall back. And for good reason, I mean, we really didn't have anything to hold them back, so it's good that they're kind of blocking together. Now, Alexandro is feeling pressure on his units, on his army, because he doesn't really have that many great units, and he lost to 76. SU-76, which was a real unfortunate loss.
You can now use propaganda against the enemy again.
Now I've blocked in the heavy cavalry. Heavy cavalry will give me the option to go for Persian. Now Persian, the reason I go for Persian instead of the priest here, because of the large amount of vehicle presence, and I do need access to the rangers who will be with the Thompsons. I'm having a little bit of problems in keeping the Austrupans controlled, and I need that unit to be able to kind of punish them for it, for using spamming the Austrupans. 57 is on the field, and I believe I have two 57s. No, not at this point. But we do have a howitzer on the field, which is going to be pushing pressure on their back lines. Pressure is being placed on top now, and we do have multiple tanks on the field, Stugs and P4s. Motor team wise, there's like 3 motors on the field, so they are putting a whole lot of pressure on us now. We do have 2 motor teams and myself over here, who are going to be putting pressure on middle. Stugs and the P4 is looking for kills here. We gain control of the top zone. They're gonna steal the MG, which is really unfortunate now. We really don't have anything in middle to be able to control that. So now the Axis do have a huge advantage here to make a really decisive push. '57 is all ready to go, and I'm buying another 57. The reason I decided to go 57s instead of Jacksons is because the Jackson is too inflexible in this case, because there are P4s and Stugs on the field. And if any one of those were to tank the first round, the Stug would definitely kill the Jackson, with the P4 getting the last shot off. So the 57 is a better option because the double or the Stugs he has is going to be ineffective because there won't be as many vehicles on the field. There's going to be AT weapons on the field instead. AT guns on the field instead of actual vehicles. He does go for the second Stug here. 57 is looking for a kill here. It doesn't pen. I'm surprised that the high velocity round didn't pen the front. And we do have the second 57 looking down range. It's going to be putting some rounds down range. Bunkers being placed. I need to have some type of insurance without having to have MG positions be in this area for a long period of time. 2 Stugs looking down. As you say, 6, I believe he sees him actually. Let's see. Yes, he does see him actually. Interesting. Stugs did not see him actually, so it's gonna receive 1 shot. Second shot, he doesn't even notice it at this point. Oh, I believe the howitzer was playing rounds down there. '57 is putting rounds on the P4, causing him to retreat. Do have a Tiger on the field now, so Alexander definitely going to feel the pressure now with no AT guns. So I am the only option, only real defense for him at this point. The 57s are going to have to really pressure the Tiger now. I am saving for the Persian. I do have the access to the gas, but I don't have the map power. I'm bleeding with a lot of my units. Sherman does get hit here and does get stunned. Really unfortunate here. 57 is helping support the Sherman, and Alexander is definitely bare bones at this point in holding the front against the Tiger.
Fear propaganda can once again be unleashed.
Same 6 is gonna look for certain shots, so he's gonna get a pen. Interesting enough.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
The 76 is getting really lucky in this pens in the front. Wow, very nice. P4 is definitely a nuisance in middle. They don't really have an option to except for the 57s who have been busy taking care of the tops area. Glock does not see this. He might lose it. He might lose it actually. Oh, he does lose it. Unfortunate. Third Stug is on the field now, so we do have a third Stug. Persian on the field as well. And the KV-8 flamethrower tank as well. So we do have a lot of infantry, you know, a lot of vehicle pressure now. And because of the Stug losses, it's going to be really difficult for them to regain control of the situation, especially with the Persian on the field. KV-8 does go down, which is a unfortunate loss because that unit just had returned, had just come back from onto the field. P4 and the Stug is left now. That was the third Stug. Tiger's taking some shots here from the SU-76. SU-76 is performing quite well with Vet 3 now, so.
Our points have fallen to 300.
You have the Stug here and the P4 looking to pressure the Sherman. Sherman is on a little pick. He's a bit pressured here. Might not be able to get out now. Though I think I was distracted, so I do lose the Sherman. Though I do get the P4, so the P4, it was a good trade. Railgun howitzer is coming down. Oh my god. A Maxim or MG crew and the howitzer was lost in that one shot. Really unfortunate loss there. Alexander has no units really. He has Shock Trooper and 2 cons and the SC-76, which I believe is gonna... No, it's not going to go down yet. So Alexander is pretty much out of the game except for the cons. He's gonna have to rebuild most of his units now.
Combat unit ready for action.
I have lost most of my rangers, not my rangers, my riflemen. I have to call on the rangers now. Sherman's the only unit keeping us and allies in the game right now. Without the support of the 57s, I don't think the Persian would last very long. A lot of Grens here. I believe these are the original Grens except for one of them. They are all Vet 3, so it is putting a lot of pressure here. G4A3 is a great unit. Great weapon as well. The Persian is the only unit keeping these blobs at bay, and the 57 keeps the Persian safe. I believe Glock 19 is looking for a kill here, looking to pressure the top side.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
First shot from the Stug does get bounced. Second shot from the Stug actually doesn't pen. Those Serpents are putting a lot of pressure on my AT guns, which is really unfortunate. Oh, I got end damage. So he's definitely looking for the kill here. 2 Stugs, P4 for 1 Persian kill. Now only my 57s are going to be able to hold this. So I do take the gamble and holding it. 1 Stug does go down. Oh, 2 Stugs go down. I take the gamble that the Persian's going to be able to hold the shots off of the Stugs. I didn't move it. P4 is looking for the kill now, but gets caught by the 2 57s. Tiger comes in, but it's too late already. He's lost. Glock has lost 3 of his tanks, 2 Stugs and 1 P4. So he is pretty much out from vehicles. He really can get 1 more Stug with the amount of gas he has. Motor teams are still a problem on the field. There's a lot of motor teams, but lack of infantry units out for Glock. So that side is collapsing very slowly. Now, Taylor does have the raw pushing strength of his in this match. The Grens, about 3 Grens and 1 Grenadier.
Infantry can march double time at your command.
Now, I am holding steadily the amount of units I have. I don't have a lot of units available to me in infantry, except for these 2 units, really.
Area secured.
My 57s are really vetted now, so the Persian is basically my anti-infantry unit. Tiger is being repositioned to middle now, to the crossroads. Probably looking to put pressure on my defensible positions on this little area right here. Thompsons are going to be a huge problem now for those Serpents. Serpents don't really have an answer to the Thompsons. We do have the T-34, which is a great option, taking care of these Grens. Tiger's looking for the T4 now, but he's gonna get caught by the 257s who are on his rear, and the Persian as well. Now, because of the lack of infantry presence for the Glock, I'm able to push in and to punish these areas. And Taylor is definitely going to be pressured here. Taylor does have a 57 of his own, which was mine. So it's going to keep the T-34 out. I'm surprised the T-34 hasn't died yet though. Bringing over my 57s now, looking for the Tiger. Persian's just putting down rounds at range. Now these 257s are putting range rounds onto the Tiger. Tiger is pretty low. I actually don't think I noticed it yet, so I'm gonna back off.
Supply sector under attack.
Now I believe the I believe Glock is looking to save, it seems like. Though I think he is manpower drained though, to be honest, at this point. Like, he needs to be able to spend all his entire run of income for the manpower, with the manpower, to be able to sustain the lanes. Pack, he goes to the pack, which is a great idea actually. The pack is a good idea because the tanks are not really going to be an option here because of the 257s. The pack is good unit to have in the field. I do go for the second ranger squad now, so I am not playing as hard, so I am able to purchase more units now, not break even. Now, rear Echelons at Vet 3 do have the increase, I think, repair. So it is going to be repairing this thing really quickly, as you can see. Tiger's still on the field and is still a problem for Alexandro. Alexandro has switched into the Maxim, which is great. Maxims are going to be really nice to keeping out those blobs. Now we have a second huge engagement in middle, which will really determine the course of the game because everyone is drained of resources at this point. So this is pretty much all in.
We're losing a capture point.
Sherman's still, Persian's still holding here. Propaganda is going to push off those grants, or those units, I guess. Tiger is, Panther's on the field as well, so we have a lot of vehicle presence here now. 57s are being relocated. Now the bunker is going to be able to keep those Grens all pinned down. And now the 57s are getting shots off now. Ooh, 2 shots here in the rear. Alright, now the Persian is now in a weird spot. The Tiger does go down. Oh, the pack in the back does get the shot off and kill the Persian. Go great pickup. Panther and a Tiger, which is a good trade. I'll take that trade. 2 packs out for the Axis now. Flak is on the field. It's a desperate measure at this point.
We're losing a capture point.
Lost one of my Rangers, which was really unfortunate. But now I think we've got them on the run. But I have enough, I've been saving enough gas to be able to buy the the Persian on the field, so. That will be not a problem. Now these motor teams have been playing rounds downrange all game, so it's really nice that they're still alive.
Someone get us out of here! Enemy infantry!
A capture point is being overrun.
Oh, those Grens. Unfortunate. SC-76 is still on the field, and since there's really no vehicle presence anymore, except for the flag, The interesting. That shot just disappeared. Guess it came out of range. Pack, the double pack is great now. Keeping those Sherman out. I mean the Persian out. So Alexandro definitely held his own in this match. You know, he was in a position to, you know, he could have been broken, but he definitely held with just 2 cons, I think, and like the SU-76 alone against the Tiger. So great plays from him. Yeah, double 3-vetted 57s are on the field. So that's great. And we have almost every unit is over here is a bombs vetted. That's very nice. Now the Axis are in disarray. They don't really have manpower to purchase tanks yet, but he is trying to. 2 flags now. I think the flags are built to really just kill the infantry units. The Persian will be able to keep out the and let's see what's gonna happen here. Flamethrower KV-8 is on the field again, burning units. Great option, especially with all the infantry units on the field. That unit is very potent.
A capture point is being overrun.
Now Pack is looking for kills now here. And the KV-8 does go down again, unfortunate. I think that's the second KV-8, to be honest.
New unit ready and on the field.
At this point, we're just controlling the BP. They're really desperate now. Katyusha is out on the field now, so we do have some type of artillery unit to be able to punish the blobs. Ooh, SU-76 does kill off the flak now. I think the game is going to close pretty soon. P4 is on the field now. I think at this point there is little hope for them. They aren't able to hold the lanes.
Give it to 'em.
And their manpower drained as well.
Drive the attack. They only have 10 points remaining.
Ooh, double P. Double pat 57 to get kill that unit. And there goes a replay. Wow, that was a pretty intense game, to be honest. This is definitely a high rank game match. And I think the Axis had a huge advantage in the mid phase of the match, stage of the match. But I definitely held top and made sure that this area was not lost. So this area was not pushed in, and this gave me a lot of breathing space. Going double 57 definitely was a good option here. However guys, thank you guys for watching this Fight Tuesday. If you guys enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe for more Fight Tuesdays. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.